Oh man, Bumblebee, I can't wait to roll out to that theater.
So that's what I'm talking about.
Whoa, this is the real deal.
This Wednesday. Transformers: The Last Night, rated PG-13.
Oh my god, I don't even want to see these movies anymore.
Another Transformers movie! Yippee!
Be quiet, child, you're worse than Sam Witwicky.
Shut the fuck up! Do you know what shut the fuck up mean?
You guys only got 5 movies. That ain't nothing.
You son of a bitch.
Transformers: The Last Night, also known as Transformers 5, is directed once again by Michael Bay and stars Mark Wahlberg again, and Anthony Hopkins and some other people. And according to most of the trailers, this one has Optimus Prime going evil, searching for something on Earth and going against all of his friends and fighting Bumblebee, and the humans have to scatter and try to figure out how to survive and hopefully save their planet from an impending doom. Again. Again. Let's start with the good news. Every single movie in the Transformers franchise since the first one got progressively longer. Age of Extinction, which I still think is the worst in the franchise, was 2 hours and 45 minutes long. This one is actually the shortest since the first. According to IMDb, it's about 2 hours and 29 minutes, so that's nice. Also, I do think this movie is an improvement over the last one. That being said, the last one was complete garbage, so it's not like that was too hard. They somewhat dialed down the horrifically aggressive product placement. We still get a hilarious shot of Mark Wahlberg drinking a Bud Light in this one, though, just like in the last one.
Your car? Huh?
Yep, we're into the bad now. The Last Night is probably exactly what you thought it was going to be if you've ever seen a Transformers movie. A giant, bloated extravaganza with a whole bunch of side characters and extra subplots that don't have to be there. Cringe-worthy humor that thinks it's hilarious when it's really not. Racial stereotypes. Young kids who curse a lot because kids who curse are cool. A very famous actor who doesn't mind appearing in a film that they may not have much passion for, but the older demographic will love to see. A female character with a very specific bone structure and look, and a hero who's just a normal human but he does superhero stuff, and a bunch of military subplots, and people walking fast through hallways. You can't forget that. I didn't hate The Last Night. I hated Age of Extinction. That movie was boring, long, and filled with just stupid, idiotic shit for almost the entire runtime. This movie actually has some entertaining sequences. The finale is fun. It's cool to look at. There are some moments of genuine entertainment in The Last Night. And I am not someone who's a Michael Bay hater. I've liked some of his movies before. The Island, The Rock, the first Transformers. Even Dark of the Moon, I think, is okay? That was hard to say. I can go to a Michael Bay movie and enjoy watching his command over giant productions. He's clearly very good at that. But in the end, these movies are basically all the same. There's nothing new or fresh here to change the series and make it go in a different direction. We're in the 5th one. By the time the Fast and the Furious movies got to the 5th one, they finally understood that to make them good, they had to change it up. I didn't like a single Fast and Furious movie until Fast 5, because that was the first one that seemed like they were actually trying to make a fun and entertaining movie that was more than just car racing. Or take Ghost Protocol, for instance. That was such a fast-paced and exciting movie that was so much different from the other ones that it really revitalized the franchise. That's what the Transformers series needs. Some fresh blood, some revitalization, some different viewpoint of these characters. That would be amazing, because essentially we're getting the exact same movies over and over again, and what scares me the most is that people keep paying to see them. And we're just going to keep getting them again and again and again and again if we keep paying to see them. But just like I said, with this entire franchise since the first one, every single one of these movies just has so many needless subplots and extra characters. There's one character they keep cutting back to in this movie, who's obsessed with saying that everyone else is wrong and he's right. He's in front of all these military people trying to convince them that they have to pay attention to what he has to say to save the planet. I don't understand why no one's listening to me. You guys have to understand physics and math. Don't rely on these robots to save the Earth. You have to listen to me, okay? You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. If you enjoy characters like that in your action movies, well, have fun with The Last Knight, because you're going to get a lot of stuff like that. Mark Wahlberg is Mark Wahlberg. He's entertaining, he's likable, he's handsome, he's got muscles, he can carry a movie. I mean, he does his job, but he's far better than this, and he's proved that in movies like The Departed. He has a lot of talent, and I would like to see him do more stuff like that, and less of this kind of thing. Anthony Hopkins is Anthony Hopkins. You can watch him in a movie and be like, wow, he's awesome, he's Anthony Hopkins. And that's kind of what I'm getting at here. This movie feels like a bunch of financial decisions. Mark Wahlberg. People like Mark Wahlberg. We'll put him in the movie. Oh, thanks, guys. I gotta wear this stupid haircut for like a year? Damn. Man, guys, come on. Take an interest in science. And I already said earlier how all the films have those little boxes checked off for each demographic to be happy. And of course, all the advertisement, which this film doesn't have as much of as the others, I don't think, but it's still there. I mean, there's actually a shot where Wahlberg has like a robot specifically made to bring him a Bud Light so he can drink it. Like I said, there are some entertaining moments. It has less cringeworthy humor than the fourth and especially the second, but in the end, it's more of the same. I'm going to give Transformers The Last Knight a C-. Guys, thank you so much, as always, for watching, and I just want to say I hit 1 million subs. I am so grateful. Thank you so much for always sticking with me and watching my reviews. I am so thankful to be able to talk about movies with you guys. You're very passionate, and I share that passion about film with you. It means the world to me that you have stuck with me this long, and I haven't forgotten my promise. I will, very soon, review my feature-length movie I made when I was 16 years old. That's going to be fun. I can't wait to talk about that, and I'll show you guys clips and stuff, and I'll make fun of it, and we'll have a great time. Thank you once again, as always, for watching, and if you like this, you can click right here and get stuckmanized.